What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Slackers, and today we got some good news for... Why is my alarm telling me to go to bed? Not even my bedtime. Shut up. That was weird. But yeah, we got some good news pertaining to DLC for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Now, this is not going to tell you who is coming, but kind of what we might be able to expect. So Rep or Thaddeus on the official Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl Discord did post a few different things that, you know, at least to me, it signals really fun, really good. The future looks good for characters, right? So there are a few things we'll go over. So the first thing is we do know the DLC is coming, and if you didn't know, well, now you're informed. But DLC is coming, so the base roster is going to be 20 characters, with 2 characters coming later on, shortly after the game's release. So base roster, 20 characters, 2 additional characters after that. Most likely that's not going to be paid DLC, but we still don't have official confirmation, but more than likely it's not going to be paid. But then the actual DLC comes along after that, so we do know that. So what did Rep actually say in Discord? This is actually kind of interesting how it plays out here. So Thaddeus writes out, the exciting bit is he doesn't even know. Nothing truly DLC is even being touched on until they're in the post-launch period. So they're only focusing on the game right now. They're focusing on making the best base game that they can. They want to get that out as smooth as possible, so that's good. So they haven't even drafted out any potential movesets for any potential DLC characters yet. They haven't done any of that sort of stuff. So they got other plans that they're working on. And this is good news, though. This is still good news, right? But he continues on. I'm just as excited for the DLC as you guys. But in the excitement of all this, it's almost easy to forget the game's not actually out yet. October 5th is their official release date. So pretty fun stuff. But this kind of breaks down to DLC's coming. We're all excited for it. But it's not, you know, we have no plans as of yet. They haven't even gone to the rough draft of it, right? So how does this translate into good news? Well, continuing on here, so there was a another snippet from the interview. What was that, last week or 2 weeks ago, roughly, where they kind of went through and explained how the DLC, or not the DLC, sorry, but how the characters for the base roster pretty much got decided, and it was a joint decision from Ludosity and Game Mill, and then they kind of like decided which characters each side kind of pushed for, you know, characters they'd like to see and what they think could make work, and then ultimately Nickelodeon had to give the final approval of the game, which is actually kind of plays into this very well. With this game blowing up as big as it has, I'm sure now that DLC has been given the green light, I think Game Mill and Ludosity, once they sit down for DLC, which leads to the next point here, Thaddeus ends up writing this as well. DLC characters, how they get decided, would be the exact same as the main base roster characters. They'll be chosen by Ludosity and Game Mill, and then ultimately approved by Nick. But the fun thing is here, I would have to imagine Nickelodeon is extremely happy with how this game is going, the amount of buzz that this game is getting. So I'm pretty sure almost any character besides live action characters, because those are pretty, for the most part, have been ruled out, but they did kind of say never type of deal. But you know, I wouldn't expect it, but maybe it happens, but still wouldn't expect it. But Game Mill and Ludosity, yes, Game Mill and Ludosity are the ones that will pick the list of characters for DLC. Now, we don't have an exact number for DLC, but they're the ones that are going to be picking and ultimately deciding on. And then Nick is probably just sitting back going, this is great. Our game is getting so much more buzz than we initially thought of, so this is great. The publishers, the studios behind the game, they're doing their job and then exceeding those expectations. So Nickelodeon's probably just sitting back going, DLC? Really? People want to give us more money? Yeah, all right. Whoever you guys choose, basically, we're going to approve it. That's kind of what I'm getting from this, you know, so it's looking good. It's looking great for DLC, right? But continues on here just a little bit more. It'd be unfair and cruel to try to spin it as suggestions, you know, characters that, you know, they're not going to be suggestions. But here's the fun part with this. Here's the fun part. Where did I find this? Right here. Follows that up with that being said, with Ludosity and Game Mill, they're the ones that are going to be picking, right? And ultimately, Nick approves it. With that being said, we hear you all loud and clear. They know. They're listening to the fan base. They know who we are wanting, who we are expecting. In fact, they've said it since July. They love seeing all these requests for characters. Now, again, not every character it can happen. Not every character is going to be guaranteed to happen. But they hear the fans. They know who the fans are gravitating towards. For example, they know Timmy Turner. They know Jimmy Neutron, Jenny Wakeman, Rocco. Just for example, those are kind of the bigger four. They're kind of regarded as the holy. I was about to say trio. No, they're holy quartet, I guess you will. The holy four characters. That's kind of what that boils down to. So they know the fans want those. So I think they will do what they can to try to push to include those characters as DLC. But as another snippet from the interview that came out again a week or two ago, it did ultimately say something along the lines of there were a small number of characters that had global licensing issues. Now, that was base roster. Now, when you come to DLC, maybe they have, they have more time to possibly try to hammer out these issues, fix the, whatever detail, whatever might be in the way, whatever roadblocks there might be. They have a little bit more time to maybe come up with a solution to get these characters. Now, they don't state which characters there are for these global licensing issues, but, with so many people expecting Jimmy, Timmy, Jenny type of thing, some people, Frederator's involved, O Studios, that kind of thing. It's like, all right, were they the reason or there's some other reason? So if they basically have more time to try to hopefully fix this. I don't want to say fix it because it's not broken, but hopefully find a way to appease everybody with this. Again, like Thaddeus said, they hear us loud and clear, so they're listening to the fans. It's just exciting news nonetheless. So DLC obviously is coming. We don't know when, we don't know who, we don't know how many, but we do know our voices are being heard on the official Discord, in the comments section on, say, Game Mill's channel when they post up the new gameplay videos or character moveset breakdowns, whatever they do on Twitter, Ludosity and Game Mill. They hear us. They know who we would like to see, and I'm sure they will bring that back to Nickelodeon if they haven't already, and they say, hey, the fans are making the DLC. The fans want to see more. They're happy to make it for us, Game Mill and Ludosity. They're happy to create this, more content for us to purchase. And Nickelodeon, they're a company, right? They want money. Companies, hey, I get cha-ching, bring it here, right? So I think as long as we keep being polite in the way that we're asking and kind of, hey, we would love to see these characters, send them your request. Again, be polite about it. Be respectful about it. Don't spam them because that's never a good way to get attention. In fact, you'll probably just end up getting ignored altogether. But hey, go to their official Discord, go to Twitter, go to social media, go wherever and just say, hey, I think this character would be great. And if you want to come up with your own moveset, if you want to, you never know. One of your ideas may spark a similar idea for what they have in store, possibly down the line once they revisit the idea of drafting up movesets for whatever characters they might settle on. Again, maybe it's only Nicktoons characters. Maybe, they go with Nick Jr. characters. I know that's kind of a topic some people would like to see. So there's a lot of possibilities for DLC. We're all very excited nonetheless. And hey, the game's coming out in week and a half roughly. So we're getting there. October 5th is inching ever so closely. Every day that passes is another day closer. So we getting there. Either way, that is kind of all I got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. Let me know your top 3, all right, down in the comments. Let me know your top 3 most wanted DLC characters. We'll see maybe how many of them are the same or similar to other people. Either way, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. And I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.